All right. Dozens of migrants found dead in an abandoned truck in Texas. Jesus.
On the edge of San Antonio, a horrific human tragedy. Officials confirming 51 migrants died after being packed inside a semi-tractor trailer. The truck discovered late Monday, baking in the Texas summer heat.
That's horrible.
Quite a few of them are already deceased.
Firefighters arrived after...
Like, what happened? Did it get... I guess you locked that from the outside. That's what... How horrible, dude.
Someone reported hearing calls for help, opening the doors to a grim scene.
With no water, no air conditioning, no means for ventilation, and they suffered. They suffered before they died.
16
That's
survivors,
terrible.
Including 4 children, were...
16? A third of them survived. Wow. That's horrible.
Rushed to nearby hospitals. Several later dying, bringing the death toll to 39 men and 12 women. Mexican
How many children?
authorities identified 22 victims as Mexican nationals, 7 others from Guatemala, and 2 migrants from Honduras. Police took 3 people into custody. A Mexican government official says one of the suspects in the alleged smuggling plot is a U.S. citizen. Calling the tragedy preventable, San Antonio's mayor pointed at Washington's gridlock over immigration.
This is another manifestation of an immigration system that lawmakers who are in charge of it refuse to deal with.
You believe the system has failed?
It's failed these families, it's failed our country, it's failed the entire North American continent.
What does he mean by that? Because, like, I'm assuming they're all illegal, which it doesn't matter. Like, that's horrible. You know, this is, you know, they're just trying to get here for a better life. And I understand, we all understand that we need to have, like, robust immigration systems, or, you know, in order to control who comes in and out, how many people. You know, we need immigration, but of course you need to have, like, some level of control over it. But, like, what do you think that he could do to control that? Because, like, if you're a conservative, you'd say, oh, we need to build a wall. But if you're a progressive, what were you going to say? Just let everybody in? Like, what is your argument? If anything, there's a conversation to have about, you know, giving resources to these countries to help them thrive better and help them with, like, wealth redistribution. But a lot of their governments are horribly corrupt. Not that ours is too much better, but it's better enough, you know? Or at the very least, we have enough money to throw at the problem. You know, so, like, what would your solution be? Like, let more people in? Like, what, a border wall? I don't know that a border wall would necessarily do too much. Maybe it would. I don't know.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott also sounding off, writing, "These deaths are on Biden and a result of his deadly open border policies."
Bro, come on. Why do you have to use these deaths as, like, a weapon? It's terrible. It's a tragedy, but I like, what could you really do? Because, like, I know that with the wall, I don't know. I don't know how practical it is. We got some very conservative estimates at 5 billion, but I think the more estimates were like 100 billion, like real estimates. Maybe it was like 80. But then also there's, like, an environmental issue, and there's just, like, so many different issues. And then, like, how did they get through here? It seems like if an American did it, the issue is potentially that, like, customs didn't, like, regulate it well enough. So it's like, it's not even an issue of our failure policy. It could be an issue of, like, individuals on the ground taking bribes or something. We don't really know, you know?
In a statement, President Biden said, exploiting vulnerable individuals for profits is shameful, as is political grandstanding during tragedy.
Listen, Biden probably didn't write this, but this is actually very funny. Because he's right. Greg Abbott's definitely grandstanding.
Back at the site, Angelita Olvera placed 2 crosses to pay
How
tribute.
horrible.
No, no los conozco, pero son humanos.
I didn't know them, but they are human, she told us. It's so
Yeah,
sad.
man.
We should all have an opportunity for a better life.
And tonight we're learning more about 2 of those 3 individuals arrested, police identifying them as 2 Mexican nationals who live here in San Antonio, who had not only overstayed their visas, but were in illegal possession of multiple firearms.
Wow. Okay. Well, there goes that theory. That's terrible, man. It's terrible. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.